Hello, my name is Rick Moore and welcome to my course, The Diatonic Approach to Jazz Chord Voicings. The title sounds a little complicated, but it's really not. Let me break it down for you. And if you're near your keyboard, now is a good time to watch the video, listen, and play along with it if you'd like. The word diatonic refers to the 7 degrees of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 is repeated. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now, chord voicings are specific arrangements of notes played simultaneously to produce a desired sound or a shade of a sound, like for instance this chord. This is the C major triad in closed position. Now I can take the same chord, the C major triad, and I can rearrange the notes to get a different sound. In other words, if I take this E, the middle note, and play it up here, an octave higher, I get this sound. So I didn't change the notes. I just rearranged the notes and voiced the notes to get a different sound. So you have the same chords, closed position. And the chords voiced in an open position. So the diatonic approach to chord voicings simply means to play the scale using chords. This course will be in 6 parts, beginning with the intro and chord theory lesson. In the remaining 5 lessons, we will learn chord voicings for 3-note triad chords, 4-part 7th chords, 9th chords, 11th chords, and 13th chords. There will be plenty of voicings to learn, and I will show you how to apply them as well. This course will be helpful for beginners as well as advanced players wanting to brush up on some areas that they might have forgotten about over the years. The diatonic scales we will be using for this course will be major, melodic minor, and harmonic minor scales. The major scale sounds like this. Melodic minor, and the harmonic minor scale. You'll notice in the melodic minor scale, the 3rd note was flatted. Melodic minor scale. harmonic minor scale, the third note and the sixth note were flatted. I highly recommend that you learn to play all of the scales one octave in both hands and in all 12 keys, ascending and descending. Melodic minor. And harmonic minor. But you'll want to learn all 12 keys for all of the scales. Now let's talk a little bit about how chords are constructed. And this is extremely important to know. Chords are built on the degrees of the diatonic scale by alternating intervals of thirds. Major third, minor third, major third, minor third, major third, and minor third. Now with this in mind, I will demonstrate how to build a major triad, major 7th, major 9th, major 11th, and major 13th chord. Now to demonstrate this, I will need 2 full octaves. Here's your middle C. The C below middle C is here. That's where we will begin. And the C above middle C is here. Now this is how you build a 13th chord using the major and minor intervals. The first interval is a major third. C to E is a major third. Your second interval is a minor third. E to G is your minor third. Major third, minor third. So this creates your C major triad. Next we add a major third. G to B is your major third. So we have major third, minor third, major third. This is your major 7th chord. The next interval is a minor third. B to D is a minor third. Major third, minor third, major third, minor third. This is your major 9th chord. Next interval is a major third. D to F sharp is your major third. Major third, minor third, major third, minor third, major third. This is your major 11th chord. Now the next interval is a minor third. F sharp to A is your minor third from the bottom up. Major third, minor third, major third, minor third, major third, and minor third. Now if we're numbering the degrees, we come up with 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. And note that these are all odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, that's your major triad. 1, 3, 5, 7 is your major 7th chord. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, your major 9th. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, your major 11th. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. That's your major 13th. Now you can't go above 13. You can't get into this area here. There's no 15, there's no 29, there's no 50, there's only 13, up to 13, odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. And that's it. Now what's very interesting is that every degree of the diatonic scale is included in this 13th chord. Every letter name is included. For example, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and we'll talk about that later, and G. They are your 7 letters of the musical alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Every degree of the diatonic scale has a name that reflects the function of the tones in the scale. The first degree is named the tonic. Second degree is the supertonic. Third degree is the mediant. The fourth degree is the subdominant. The fifth degree is dominant. The sixth degree is submediant. The seventh degree is the leading tone, and the tonic repeated. Once again, tonic, supertonic, mediant, subdominant, dominant, submediant, leading tone, and tonic repeated. The scale degree and the related chord also describes the chord function. The first degree C is your tonic chord. The next degree is your supertonic chord. The third degree is your mediant chord. Fourth degree is your subdominant chord. Fifth degree is your dominant chord. Sixth degree, your submediant chord. Seventh degree is your leading tone chord, and your tonic chord repeated. Let's talk a little bit about how chords are named. Chords are named in 2 main parts. The first part is to simply name the note that the chord is based on, C. This note is also referred to as the chord's root note, C. C major triad. The next degree, D, is the D minor triad. The next degree, E, is the E minor triad. The next degree, F, is the F major triad. The next degree, G, is the G major triad. Next degree, A, this is the A minor triad. Next degree, B, is the B diminished triad. And the C repeated, C major triad. It is really important to listen to the sound quality of chords. Knowing how chords sound will help you to quickly identify them. Your major chord is a happy sounding chord. Your minor chord, sad sounding. minor chord, major chord, happy sounding major, sad sounding minor chord, and a different sounding diminished chord. Some people think it sounds scary. It's a closed chord, a very tight chord. B diminished. And your happy sounding major chord. Now, to receive the full benefit of this course, the final thing you will need to know is the numerical formula of chords. And knowing this will come in very handy when you begin to create and notate your own beautiful sounding chord voicings. The first step is to know the chord formulas for 4 basic types: major chords, minor chords, diminished chords, and augmented chords. So your C major chord is 1, 3, 5. Your minor chord, C minor chord, 1, flat 3, 5. The numerical formula for the diminished chord is 1, flat 3, flat 5. And numerical formula for the augmented chord is 1, 3, sharp 5. Again, the major chord, 1, 3, 5. Minor chord, 1, flat 3, 5. Diminished chord, 1, flat 3, flat 5. And the augmented chord is 1, 3, sharp 5. Now let's try this in a different key. Say we try this in the key of D major. The first note of the D major chord is D, the third note is F sharp, and the fifth note is A. That gives us our D major triad. 1, 3, 5. Now to make this a minor triad, we're going to flat the third note to F, from F sharp to F. 1, flat 3, 5. Let's find our diminished numerical formula. 1, flat 3, flat 5. And our D augmented triad. 1, 3, sharp 5. Let's try this in the key of B major. Your major triad is 1. Your third note in the B major scale is D sharp. Your fifth note is F sharp. 1, 3, 5. Let's make this a B minor chord. We'll flat the third note to D, B, flat 3, D, 5, F sharp. Diminished chord is 1, flat 3. Now we're going to flat, lower the fifth note of the B major scale 1/2 step to F natural. 1, flat 3, flat 5. And lastly, the augmented B triad. 1, 3, raise the fifth note to G. 1, 3, sharp 5. It's your B augmented triad. The final step is to find the numerical formula of chords in the diatonic scale that we are harmonizing. To find the numerical formula for all of these chords, we use the major scale of the note related to each scale degree that we are working with. For example, if we were building a basic 3-note triad chords on the C major scale, we start with the first degree, C, and use the notes of the C major scale to find our formula for the first triad. 1, 3, 5. Moving to the next degree, D, the notes of the D major scale are like this. And notice that the D major scale has an F sharp. But remember, we are only allowed to use the notes of the C major scale to build our chords. Instead of F sharp, we're going to lower it to F, to a white key. D, F, natural, A. So our formula is now 1, flat 3, 5. Moving to the E, the next degree, E, our notes of the E major triad. Our third note is a G sharp, but remember, we can't use G sharp. We have to use the notes of the C major scale, all the white keys. So our formula is 1, flat 3, 5. Moving to the next degree, the fourth degree, F. First note, F, 1, 3, 5. No alteration there. Moving to G, the fifth degree, G major scale of notes, 1, 3, 5. We did not need to alter any notes there. Okay, the A, sixth degree, key of A major has a C sharp. We can't use the C sharp, we have to lower it to C. 1, flat 3, 5. The next degree with the B major scale notes. Okay, we have to lower the third note. We can't use the D sharp. We use D. We can't use the F sharp, so we lower that. We lower the fifth note to flat 5. So our formula is 1, flat 3, flat 5. That's our diminished chord. And 1, 3, 5. Now if we open the chords up and find our numerical formula, it's like this. 1, 5, 3, C major, D minor, 1, 5, flat 3, E minor, 1, 5, flat 3, F major, 1, 5, 3, G major, 1, 5, 3, A minor, 1, 5, flat 3, B diminished, 1, flat 5, flat 3, and C major, 1, 5, 3. This concludes our course introduction and chord theory lesson. Now you're ready to move on to the next lesson called Triad Voicings. It was a pleasure instructing you, and I sincerely hope you got something from this. If you did, please throw a like on the video and share it to anyone you feel might benefit from it. And please subscribe to my page. If you really like it, there's a link to PayPal in the description section where you can make a donation. Thanks, and see you next time.